Good afternoon. My name is Melinda Jones, and I'm the owner of Second Read Books in downtown Decatur, Alabama. And the library has so graciously asked me to come today and share with you some things about one of my favorite Black History Month ladies. And so today I want to talk with you all about Rosa Parks. But before I begin my talk, I just want to let you know a little bit about my store. So our store is going to be open 3 years next month in March, and we have new and used books. We started out generally as just a used bookstore, but unfortunately, due to COVID and changes, we have now added new books. So you have the option of new books or used books. We are open Monday through Friday from 10 to 4, and then on Saturday from 10 to 2. And we just encourage you to come and visit us and pay our shop a visit and just see what you think. But today I want to talk to you about who was Rosa Parks. So Rosa Parks was born in 1913 in Tuskegee, Alabama. She was very sick as a child, and she stayed in bed a whole lot. And so after being in bed and being so sick, her parents decided to enroll her in the Montgomery Industrial School for Girls. And she excelled at school. She did great things, and just really had a really good education. And she enjoyed being in Montgomery and getting to meet people. It was there that she met her husband, Raymond Parks, and they got married in 1934. And one of my favorite things about Rosa was she was a caretaker. She was a caretaker for her grandmother, her grandfather, and even at the end for her mother. And caretaking is just something that is very important, and I'm very passionate about. I was able to be the caretaker for my mother, and it's just the best feeling in the whole wide world to be able to care for somebody at the end of life. And so she did that with great pride and dignity, and she was just a wonderful person. She also did a lot of work with the NAACP in Montgomery. She spent countless hours registering voters, getting people to go out and vote. She probably registered more voters in Montgomery than we will ever really truly have the real number for. Anything about her that she did, she always had a passion about, and she was very dedicated, and she was just such a hard worker. And where she got so famous was in December in 1955, she was on a bus, and she refused to give up her bus seat to a white man. And that began the Montgomery bus boycott, and that lasted all the way through 1956. So Rosa later moved to Michigan, and that is where she began her hard work for Representative John Conyers. She was his secretary for over 22 years. She worked for the same man every day, going in, doing the same things. She was very active in Michigan in getting people registered to vote. That was just a true passion of hers. And in 1988, she finally retired. After she retired, in 1992, she published her first book. And then in 1996, she received the highest U.S. civilian freedom honor, the Presidential Medal of Honor and Freedom. And in 2003, she passed away at the age of 92. And she was just a remarkable lady. And so today, I want to share with you one of my favorite passages from this book. The woman who refused to give up her seat helped change the world with her quiet courage. Some people thought Rosa did not get up because she was tired or because she was old. Rosa said no, those were not the reasons. I was not tired physically, she said, or no more tired than I usually was at the end of a working day. I was not old, although some people have an image of me as being old. I was only 42. No, the only tired I was tired of giving in. She was tired of having to give in. And even as a small child, she would sit with her grandfather, and he had a shotgun, and he would watch for the KKK, afraid that they were going to come and try to do something to their house. And so she spent her whole life always just being tired of having to give in to people. And that day she just decided. And so Even as a small child, when I was in history class, I always loved learning everything about Rosa Parks. This is called Rosa Parks, and it's a Life by Douglas Brinkley, and I found it very interesting to read as well. So I would definitely recommend both of these books.